Let's crush an instant nerdle. Instant nerdle is the game where we get a scrambled up math equation and we got to unscramble this thing. So the green tile is in the right place, everything else is in the wrong place and needs to be moved. So we have multiplication today, which is pretty tough because it can go in a lot of places. The numbers can go almost anywhere. In this situation, where the 2 is here, when you have multiplication, you're definitely going to have a single digit times a double digit equals a triple digit. So that happens every time. And because of where the 2 is located, the multiplication sign is going to have to go here. So we're going to have this is going to be a single digit number times something in the 20s. And that's going to equal this 3-digit number. So at this point, I just kind of have to brute force plug numbers in and see what happens. So I guess I'll start thinking about numbers that go in the ones place of this double digit number. So I'll try 8 first because I'm just going to go from left to right. So if I put a 7 here, if I put a 7 here, then 7 times 8 is 56. So this number would end in a 6. And this all works so far. So let's see if 7 times 28 actually works. It might. I think it does. Wait, I think that's 146. 7 times 25 would be 125 plus 3 times 1 is 146. Yeah. First thing I tried. 7 times 28. Oh. Wait. 7 times 25 I was completely wrong about. Is that 175? Yeah, that's 175, so I'm just totally wrong. So what is this? This would be 196, I think, is actually what 7 times 28 is. Okay, but very close. Okay, so now I've tried the 7 with the 8. Let's get away from that. So it's not the 7 with the 8 there. So tried 7, try 6, but 6 times 8 is 48, which would end in an 8. We don't have another 8 to use, so that doesn't work. 4 times 8 would end in a 2. We don't have another 2 to use. That doesn't work. 1 doesn't work because we have to put an 8 here as well. Okay, so now I know that the 8 doesn't work there. Now I'll just systematically try the next number in the sequence, trying the 7. Again, well, 8 can't go here because it's purple and can't go in the same spot. 7 and 2 don't work. 6 times 7 ends in a 2. We don't have a 2. 4 times 7 ends in an 8. That would work. Okay. 4 times 7 is 28, which ends in an 8. So 27 times 4 is a little over 100. Not quite over 100 to get to 168, though. Because 4 times 25 is 100 plus 2 more, so plus 8 would be 108. So this doesn't work. And then the 1's not going to work either, so 7 doesn't work in this place. Next number is the 6. Try a 6 here. If I put a 7 here, it ends in a 2. If I put a 4 here, it ends in a 4. If I put a 1 here, it ends in a 6. 6 doesn't work here. I try a 4. 7 times 4 ends in an 8. 7 times 24 is not going to be in the hundreds. Or no, I don't know what I keep thinking. I don't know why I keep thinking 7 times 24 is like a smaller number than it is. Or 7 times 20, whatever. So 7 times 24 is going to be 175 minus 7. 168. That works. That's the answer. There's an instant nerd for you, dude. There it is. Thanks for watching. Catch you later.